Mario ROM hacks are an art form, requiring passion, dedication, and hundreds, if not thousands of hours of time to create. Since people first started rearranging game assets to make their own custom Mario experiences, over 2,000 hacks have been created. That's a lot. I've played more of these fan projects than I can count, so I wanted to share with you my absolute favorite Kaizo hacks of all time. Every game on this list is tough and definitely not for beginners. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Number 5, Invictus. Invictus isn't just on this list for its incredible level design and perfect music, but because this hack changed the way we play Mario entirely. Up to this point, Mario ROM hacks generally stayed vanilla, meaning stuff like this never happened.
So I don't want to jump on that thing at all is the problem.
A vanilla hack is one where even though the environment changes, the mechanics of the game all stay the same. The way enemies move, the way Mario jumps, nothing's going to surprise you there.
When we say a vanilla hack, it's like everything you see in Mario World. And this is going to be a lot of stuff you haven't seen in Mario World before.
But the creator of Invictus, Australian Twitch streamer Juzzcook, was tired of vanilla. He wanted that chocolate, baby. Taking deep inspiration from creator Morsel, Juzzcook set out to turn the idea of what was possible in Super Mario World on its head. He created a game that did things most Mario players have never seen before, allowing Mario to get abilities such as the double jump, motor skills, which allows players to change between spin and regular jumps midair, and even pulling shells out of Mario's... well, I'm gonna let you guess what he pulls them out of. The debut of this hack is definitely a definitive moment in Mario history, as nearly every hack released since then has featured what the community calls chocolate. My favorite level has to be Biohazard, a level that features the wrapping mechanic. It lets Mario fall through the bottom of the screen and pop out at the top of it, creating some truly memorable, insane effects and one really awesome boss fight.
Oh, okay, I see what we're doing here.
Number 4. Baron of Shell. Shell hacks are a genre of their own, and none of them do it better than Baron of Shell. Creator Xiao not only creates one of the hardest hacks in existence, requiring insane timing and frame-perfect button precision, but also one of the most visually pleasing fun experiences you have ever seen on the Super Nintendo. This hack pushes the player by switching it up constantly, not showing the player the same setup twice, and using some truly unique chocolate features to make this one of the greatest hacks to have ever been released. None of them show it off better than the level Soul Smasher. This level requires the player to use the R button to drop the walls, the L button to bring the walls back up, and all the walls are required for the player to be constantly jumping off the shells and never touching the ground. This level melted my and many other players' brains, but when it's pulled off perfectly, it looks as smooth as a ballet dancer. Get there! Fucking done! Combine levels like that with great pacing that gives your beaten thumbs a break from time to time, and some required skill checks, and you have the making of the 4th best Kaizo game of all time.
We're getting a mushroom, which is not a good sign, chat.
What's happening? First fucking try? First one shot? Number 3, Super Dram World 1. While each hack on this list is important, maybe none of them are as important as Super Dram World 1. Released 3 months before Mario Maker in 2015, this game was created by a then teenager, now famous content creator, Pangaea Panga. Taking its inspiration directly from the original Kaizo games made by Takamoto, this game took Kaizo from being a trolley series meant for a few people and made it into a genre meant for all, while not losing the trolls and difficulty of the original Takamoto games. Dram World added a large layer of polish and playability on top of them that would inspire nearly every Kaizo game that's come after it. It even inspired the trend of naming Kaizo hacks after your favorite creators, as this one is named after the original king of Kaizo, Dram 55. This game truly stands the test of time, as levels like the Rise and Fall and Ultra Star 2.0 flow and feel as good as anything released today. And if you want a challenge, dive deep into Dram's Butthole, the final level of this hack, and still one of the hardest Kaizo levels around, despite looking rather easy by today's standards. Number 2, Celeste.smc. It's Celeste, but Mario? Or it's Mario, but Celeste? Either way, when creator Mark Alarm took 2 of the greatest platformers ever and forced them together, he made one of the greatest gaming experiences of all time. Celeste.smc stands out among all ROM hacks in that it's only kinda a Mario game. I mean, sure, Mario is in it, but he has all the abilities of Madeline and Mario combined. And just like the original Celeste, what makes this game stand out is the insane level design. The game basically says, what if these Celeste levels were built just like Mario? And somehow makes it work every single time. And if that's not cool enough, just like the OG Celeste, a speedrun of this game looks completely different from a casual playthrough. Mark Alarm thought of every single detail when creating this game, even going so far as to reprogram how the Super Nintendo plays music, bringing the dynamic soundscape of the original Celeste to a console it was never intended for. Truly, there's not a bad section in the whole game, but I've got to give a shout out to Level 1 for just being the most absolutely perfect example of what makes Celeste.smc so damn fun to play and to watch. We're almost to the #1 spot, so I have to talk about a few ROM hacks that just didn't make the list. There's something that sticks out about each one of these hacks that I love. Super Rift World for its flow.
I wonder how it's gonna kill me here. Oh, well, that's one way to kill me.
Luminescent for its aesthetics and unique use of falling blocks. Sonic Saves the World for its comedy. Hey, nice. Do you get 69 stars every time? Cause nice. And nearly everything that Morsel's done, because it's paved the way for today's current scene. I love all of these games, but they're just not in my top 5. So what game came out at #1? Howling winds and mountain waves have sunk your ship. You've landed in a world of adventure and peril. Poo World 2. And no, obviously I'm not biased, even though it is named after me. This game is a masterpiece from start to finish, with nothing but top tier banger levels one after another. Released in early 2019 by renowned ROM hack creator and Twitch streamer Barbarous King, this hack truly changed the game. Calling it a mere ROM hack would be a disservice, as the design and polish in this release rivals any AAA game out there. Like all the games on this list, Poo World 2 is hard. What makes this game so beautiful in its design is that it never feels unfair. Through clever, creative design choices, Barb always pushes the player onward, leading them from challenge to challenge. This hack is truly a love letter from the creator to the community, featuring tons of inside jokes and Easter eggs. Even some of Barb's friends appear in portraits hidden throughout the game. And that's not the only secret. The end of the game is really a huge escape room type puzzle that asks you to leave the world of the hack behind as you search for clues online, something that I personally loved. Maybe my undying love for this hack is built on bias, but when one of the answers to these puzzles is literally my birthday, how could I not? Picking out 1 or 2 levels that shine would be impossible, as they are all amazing top to bottom. But I really want to highlight the amazing boss fight, specifically what the community is called Chargin' Chuck Norris. This fight takes an enemy we knew and loved, one that's common in all Kaizo hacks, and turned it up to 1,000. Just one of the many, many highlights of what I, and most Kaizo players, consider the greatest Mario Kaizo ROM hack of all time. If you have a favorite Mario World hack that didn't make my list, comment below and I'll tell you how wrong you are. And if you're looking to jump into Kaizo yourself, here's a list of beginner ROM hacks that I think would be great for anyone to start with.